Today I want to sit down with you and go over exactly how many primogems and free pulls you'll be able to save up during the second half of version 6.0. That means if you're eyeing Flynn's, Yellen, or maybe you're holding out for someone like Nafer in the next patch, you'll have a clear idea of what you can expect to get for free. We'll go through every single source of primogems, talk about how realistic it is to claim them, and then at the end, I'll reveal the totals for both completely free-to-play players and for those of you who also pick up the blessing of the Welkin Moon. After that, I also want to take a quick look forward and touch on the early banner leaks for 6.1, because things are already looking really competitive for your primogem stash. Save up to 25% on the current banners at lootbar.gg, especially for the Nod Cry release. Lootbar is offering both the all-in-one pack and the 6,480 pack for only $79, compared to $100 in-game. That's a $21 saving. I just entered my UID and selected my server. In less than 5 minutes, the gems appeared in my account. As you can see, I received double the amount for my first purchase, just like with in-game top-ups. And remember, the double bonus for your first purchase has been reset in 6.0. Beyond Genshin, you can also top up in Honkai Star Rail. Lootbar has over 100,000 satisfied users and also supports PS5 and Xbox top-ups. I regularly use Lootbar for my giveaways, so I can personally recommend it. New users can get an extra 10% discount, while returning users get 5%. The link is in the description. So let's set the stage. The second half of version 6.0 begins on September 30th and runs until October 21st, which gives us exactly 21 days of playtime. Just from your daily commissions during that period, you're looking at a guaranteed 1,260 primogems. I know that's nothing new, but it's always the backbone of any primogem count. Slow, steady, reliable. On top of that, there are still 2 events left in this patch, and each one is expected to hand out about 420 primogems. That's been the standard for mid-sized events for a long time now. So, unless Hoyoverse suddenly changes the formula, you can count on a total of 840. These usually come from event quests, mini-games, or combat challenges. They don't take a huge amount of time, but the primogems really add up when you put them together with the dailies. Then we've got something special. Starting September 28th, the anniversary rewards will hit our inboxes, and this year it's 1,600 primogems and 10 intertwined fates just for logging in. Anniversary rewards are one of those things the community always debates about. Some years people say it feels generous, other years people complain it's too little. But whatever your stance, that's still basically a 10 pull plus 1,600 more primogems on top, completely free. Moving forward, around October 10th, we'll get the developer livestream for version 6.1. And if you've been around for a while, you already know the drill. 3 redeem codes, each worth 100 primogems for a total of 300. They expire fast, usually within a day, so you have to grab them quickly. I'll have them posted as soon as they drop, but it's always worth staying alert around live stream time. Now let's talk endgame content, because this is where the bigger lumps of primogems come from if you have the roster for it. Imaginarium Theater resets on October 1st, and if you clear it fully, that's another 800 primogems. Spiral Abyss will reset on October 16th, offering up to 800 more if you can grab all the stars. That's a big if for newer players, since Abyss, in particular, can be brutal if you don't have built characters. But for veterans, it's a reliable 1,600 primogems across the 2 modes. It's worth mentioning that Imaginarium Theater is still relatively new, and people are still figuring out how to optimize it. But based on early runs, the primogem payout looks pretty consistent at that 800 mark. Outside of the big stuff, there are smaller trickles that add up. Flynn's and Yellen's character trial runs will give 20 primogems each, so that's 40 in total. Hoyo Lab's daily check-in gives 60 primogems if you log in every day, which doesn't sound like much. But hey, free is free. On top of that, Hoyoverse almost always throws in a couple of web events or random redeem codes during a patch. Historically, these amount to around 240 primogems, so that's a safe estimate for this period as well. And finally, on October 1st, Paimon's bargains will refresh. If you value the shop fates as primogems, that's another 800 worth of pulls, split between 5 intertwined and 5 acquaint fates. You'll need Stardust to claim them, but most players have plenty just from doing their wishes every month. So, what does this all add up to? If you collect everything, you're looking at about 8,340 primogems, which converts to roughly 52 wishes. That's the completely free-to-play baseline. If you also have the blessing of the Welkin Moon, you can add another 1,500 primogems across those 21 days, bringing the total to about 63 wishes. And this calculation assumes you already cleared out the new region's exploration rewards during the first half of 6.0. If you haven't, you can tack on maybe another 20 wishes from chests, quests, and achievements. That's enough to make a serious difference if you're on the edge of pity. For me, what stands out is how much the anniversary rewards inflate this half patch. Compared to normal, if you strip those out, the total looks much closer to what we'd expect from any random 21-day cycle. But because they're here, it really is one of the better stretches for free primogems in a while. Now, let's peek ahead into version 6.1, because this is where the tension builds. According to multiple leak sources, the big new character is going to be Nefer. She's rumored to be a 5-star Dendro Catalyst user with mechanics tied to the Lunar Bloom reaction. Some descriptions mention states like Shadow Dance or Verdant Dew, which sounds like a continuation of the Amphorious themes we've been seeing recently. None of this is officially confirmed yet, but based on the consistency of the leaks across different communities, it's pretty likely that she's at least planned for 6.1. So, about the 6.1 banners, the leaks say we're getting Nefer's debut alongside reruns of Arlecchino, Farina, and Zhongli. What makes this crazy is that if Farina and Zhongli both rerun here, it'll be the first ever Double Archon rerun in Genshin history. On top of that, Hoyo is skipping the usual Natlan reruns right after region launch pattern, which has everyone speculating that those might be pushed to 6.2 or 6.3. And that's why knowing your totals now in 6.0 matters so much. If you're pulling for Flynn's or Yellen, you might dip deep into your savings, but at least you know that in just these 21 days, you can realistically bank 52 to 63 pulls, depending on whether you're free-to-play or a Welkin haver. And if you decide to save instead, you're setting yourself up nicely for the Nefer and rerun Meta Storm that's coming in 6.1. So what do you think? Are you going all in on Flynn's or Yellen, or are you holding out for Nefer or one of the reruns? Personally, I'm torn. The anniversary freebies make it tempting to spend now, but seeing Farina and Zhongli potentially coming back in the same pat is pretty wild. Let me know in the comments how you're planning your primogems. That's all for today's breakdown. If you found this helpful and you want to keep up with primogem counts, banner info, and everything else Genshin, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next update. Thanks for watching and good luck with your pulls. Buy 6,480 Genesis crystals with 6.0 limited pack for only $79 at lootbar.gg. Returning users can also grab an extra coupon for up to 5% off. Link in the description.